Today we're unboxing Tupac, Pac's Life, vinyl record. Without further ado, go ahead and get started. I finally got this in my collection, the Tupac Pac's Life vinyl record. Finally, man, okay? Now you're probably wondering, why am I saying that? Because you probably go back to earlier videos and see me say, oh, this wasn't the best album. Right, I actually put this on my turntables, right? And I actually like quite a lot of the songs. Like, now I'm going back to it now, and I'm actually liking some of the songs, because when you listen to it on records, right, the vinyl record versions of it, it's completely different. Like, you have a different experience with it, because it feels like the artist is directly talking to you, directly singing it to you live. Like, it feels that experience from it. So I think it's because of Tupac's energy, and I know, and his lyrics. It's just making me more like the songs more. That's what it is. And some of the beats aren't bad now that I look at it. It's actually not that bad, some of them. It's definitely well better than the Loyalty to the Game album. The Loyalty to the Game album, I was not feeling that at all. But the Pac's Life album, I went back to some of the tracks and I actually really liked them when I listened to them on the record. So I'm actually going to get the CD version now and listen to the CD as well. So today we're going to unbox the vinyl record version, see what we get, and I'll kind of review some of the songs. So let's get started. So on the front, we've got a picture of Tupac over here. If I'm not mistaken, I think this is from the All About You video shoot, because when they were doing the video, right, he was wearing this suit. There's a part where he walks out, like, there's a part where he's outside and he's wearing this suit. So I think this is from that photo shoot, if I'm not mistaken. And we've got Tupac, Pac's Life. And over here, we got the sticker over here, it says including. So it just tells you who's featured in some of these songs over here, and who's included in this album, and who's featured in this album as well. So it tells you that over there. Parental advisory. And on the side, it says Tupac, Pac's Life, which over there. And on the back we get the track list, right? Now, some of these I felt they should have kept original, but let me put this straight, right? The original version is well better than the remix version. I'm going to put the hands on the original Pac's Life album. Go and listen to it on YouTube. Is better than this one, right? But don't get me wrong, these songs that are in here that are really good. But then the songs in here, I feel like, why did they not leave it original? So I'll kind of run through them, right? The song Untouchable, right? There's a couple of versions of the song Untouchable. I like the original beat of the Untouchable song and the way it flowed. Like, I'm not even flinging that too much, right? The Swiss Beats remix. The Pac's Life, I actually like it a lot, but one thing I noticed is they took some lyrics from another song, from the song This Life I Lead by Tupac, and they put that as the second verse for Tupac. So they put the first verse for Pac's Life, because keep in mind the original version of Pac's Life only had one verse. So I'm guessing he never got the chance to put more verses in that song before he passed away. So they took some lyrics from This Life I Lead, but don't get me wrong, it flows well, it does, because some of the remixes he did in the past, sometimes it doesn't flow well, and I feel like, why did he chop and change some songs and ruin the flow of it? But the flow is actually nice, that song. I don't mind it. But I do like the original version. I'm kind of growing to get to like the remix one as well. The song Dumping, right? The original version is well better, okay? There's two versions. There's the version with Daz. That's the best version. Version number 2 is Daz. Version number 1 is not bad, but the original version is well better. Now, the Play Your Cards Right, I like the original one, and I actually like the Keisha Cole remix version as well. That's actually really good. What's Next, I like the original one. Sleep, the original one's better. And we've got International. Now, I don't know about this song. This song is okay, right? It's not the best remix ever, you know. And Don't Sleep, that's an okay remix, but the original one is better. So now, As Soon As I Get Home was not remixed. This is my favourite song out of the Pac's Life vinyl. My favourite song out of this album. I'm so glad they never remixed this. The flow, the energy level is so like high in this song. That's what I love about Tupac's music. His energy level, it shows like through his song, through his album, through his songs. The energy level just shows, and you can feel that energy. And this song has so much energy. I like how Gaddafi was featured in this as well. Tupac and Gaddafi, they're really good at making songs together, and I wish they made more songs together. Like, they had the chance to make more songs together, because they're a really good combination when they're together in a song. So this clearly shows that, right? And we've got Play Your Cards Right, Male. I actually like the song a lot, I'm not gonna lie. I like the vibe it has to that song. It's really nice, that vibe is. I like it a lot. Don't Stop. I don't mind that too much, and I've got the Parks Life remix. I actually don't mind it. So here we got Parks Life remix with Snoop Dogg. I actually don't mind that. And we got Untouchable over here. As I said, the original one is well better. So that's kind of a review of the track list right here. I just felt like the song's actually missing from this track list. There's a song called The Struggle Continues, right? The Struggle Continues. That was actually meant to be in this album. There's other songs that were meant to be in this album as well. On the song Street Life as well, they missed out on that song. That song is such a great song, and they didn't put it on this album. It's search up on YouTube, right? Tupac and Snoop Dogg, Street Life. It's meant to be in this album right here. I don't know why they remix the songs that much. The thing with Tupac's music is you don't really need to remix his songs because his songs are like future-proof. Because the things he's talking about back in 1986 and back in the 90s is relevant till this day. It's happening right now. The things he's talked about back in the 90s is happening right now. So that's why his music will live forever, because he's a prophet. Because the thing is, everything he said back then is happening right now, or is going to happen, you know. So it's crazy it is, you know. So that's why Tupac's music, you don't really need to remix it. And with this album, the original version of this album is very political. With the song, for example, with The Struggle Continues, has a very political theme to it. I don't know why they're trying to take some things away from the way he wanted to do things. So I don't know why they did that. I don't know if it was copyright reasons or they just wanted to make it appeal to the new generation at the time. But I would have preferred it to be original. But I'm not saying this is a completely bad album, but I'm just saying the original one was really good. It didn't really need a remix. So in the inside, it's a gatefolding record, right? So over here we've got all the songs right here, and it just tells you who's in the songs and who made the beats of the songs, so on and so on. And then over here it has a nice collage of Tupac over here of the various different albums that were released. So that's really nice, that is. And then over here we've got a picture of Tupac over here. So it looks really nice presentation wise. I like the way they did everything. It looks amazing, it does. Because I like it when they put this much effort into it. Because when I'm playing my records, as I say, I always like to look at all the stuff while I'm listening to all the records, you know. So it's nice they did that with the gatefolding status. So let's take a look at the records and see what it looks like on the inside. Look like. Now, I like the way they did the records as well. I like the sticker they put on it because there's a picture of Tupac on it. So when it's spinning, it looks nice, it does. So this was inside number A of LP number 1. This was inside number B of LP number 1. Then we go to LP number C. You can see what's on the tracks over there. Then we go to side number D. And that's all your tracks. So that's pretty much what it all looks like all together. Overall, it is a good album, but if you listen to the original one, you'll understand where I'm coming from. I'm not bashing this album any other way, but I just felt the remixes, you know, they could have been better, some of them, you know what I mean? Because, you know, they could have been better, you know, and I felt like they should have got producers that actually worked with Tupac, such as Johnny J. Why they didn't get Johnny J in there? They should have got like Daz Dillinger to do some beats. You know what I mean? They should have got more people that did beats with them to work on the albums, because they personally work with them and they'll know what he likes and what he wouldn't have liked and stuff like that. I don't know why they remix the songs anyway, because the thing is, Tupac, the way Tupac recorded the songs is the way he wanted the songs. So I don't understand why they had to remix it that much, but it is a good album. There's a few songs in there that are really good that made me go back to the album. And then I didn't want to play too much for this record because, as I said, I don't like every single song in here, you know what I mean? I can vibe to some of them and some of them I do like. So that's why I kind of waited a while for this record. So £24 for this record. So that's actually not bad for this record. So I thought, just go and get it, you know. That's the cheapest you'll ever get it. So that's why I got it. You know, my favourite songs in here, As Soon As I Get Home, the 2 versions of Play Your Cards Right, the 2 versions of Parks Life, I like that a lot. And the other ones I can kind of jam to, they're okay, but those are my favourite ones, you know. So that's pretty much it, the review video of the Tupac Parks Life vinyl record. Let me know what you think of this down below, because I know a lot of you will have different opinions on this and different outlooks on it. But definitely go and listen to the original one, okay? Go and listen to the original version of this album. I think it had a really political direction into it. Go and listen to the song The Struggle Continues, right? And Don't Stop the Music original as a very political direction. So go and listen to the original one as well, and then do go and listen to this as well. Let me know what you think down below. Leave a like if you like this video right here. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll catch you guys next time.